Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the ECU Pirates and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Pirates offense will go on the attack first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well,
he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Hit as he throws. And the missed connection on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. So Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Keelan Russell, a freshman prospect from Texas. Five-star recruit, everybody was after him, and they are going to rely on him to get this passing game in gear. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. They go play action with Russell. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The transfer has it his first carry. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Williams throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Williams from the gun on third down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. And the Pirates send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside. It's Hill. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. He sacked this defense all over him.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Williams will pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Has to get there to move the sticks. Could be an alley. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Pirates look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's great. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's great. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Under fire! A little screen to the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing Russell. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The screen, and watch out. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside. It's great. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third down from the gun, Williams. Flips it out to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the Pirates will try to convert on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Pirates. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They send the tight end in motion. Russell on play action. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Russell. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The run inside. It's great.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Williams. Got it behind the line. It's Gray. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
While they're trying to attack the middle of the field, that time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He's open on the right, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Pirates with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gray. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Play action with Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamlin. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Running inside, it's Allen. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. play, trying to cut through the noise. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. He'll take it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Williams. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the counter.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's got him in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner goes down. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Williams on the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Williams to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Beavers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Tide head coach running back onto the field. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Russell. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He's going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Williams. They're working that left side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Williams looking for a man. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Rams him with the stiff arm. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The run inside. It's Allen. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That would be a devastating blow to their running attack if he can't shake this off. We'll check on his status as soon as we... A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Throwing, Williams. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Russell. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Quick release by the QB.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll try the left side. Sweet cut there. Finding some room. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Williams. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Keelan Russell How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking for a man, it's Russell. Buys a little time with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Russell from the gun on third down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Russell. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Alabama! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he added the extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Gonna run it. It's Allen. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Swings it out to the flat. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Tide offense rolled first down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They go play action with Russell. Fights off a defender. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. completion to the right. There he goes. Lowers those pads. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Going to the run, it's Hill.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Russell on play action. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 3rd and 5. Russell fires quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
That's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Pirates will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to...
Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Here's Williams to throw. Firing to the right, complete.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Gets it out fast. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams to the air again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Williams. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. Got some room in it at the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive. Pitch this pill around. Use every second you got. Make this game calm or as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Williams. Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Pirates, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. It's Williams again. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Williams. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes.